Hello everybody and welcome back to LEGO Empire. In today's video we are going to be reviewing set 75175, the A-Wing Starfighter from 2017, including 358 parts and 3 minifigures, those being an A-Wing pilot, a Rebel ground crew, and Lando Calrissian. And if we flip to the back, we can see some of the different play features. Looks like we can store a gun in the back of the A-Wing, and then it also has some nice landing gear, and of course, the spring-loaded shooters. And then we also get a look at the side build with that little cargo carrier type thing, and also the ladder to lead up to the A-Wing for that pilot. And it looks like you can combine the ladder and the little transport cart here, which is very cool. So taking a look at the 3 minifigures, first of all, we have the A-Wing pilot, which I just love in this set. It was truly a premium minifigure for the time, 2017, with that amazing hip printing, leg printing, and just the helmet itself. I think LEGO did a spectacular job on a 360. I think that's an over molded piece. Super nice minifigure, and I love that green color for A-Wing pilots. And then our next minifigure, it's more of a basic minifigure, but I think it was definitely cool, especially with the side build included in the set, which we'll get into later. So definitely a unique minifigure, and I think it fetches around $15 on the aftermarket, so not bad for a basic minifigure at heart. And then this is the true bread and butter of the set. The big draw to this set is going to be General Lando Calrissian. Now, any Lando minifigure is going for a big price, and this Lando is no exception. It is very, very cool. Probably one of the better Lando variants out there. And I will say its alternate expression is not as good as this one. I mean, to me, that expression just looks a little bit derpy for my taste. I don't know what it is, but something's not right about that face print, and just doesn't look as good as it looks on the box art, in my opinion. But the cape is good as always. Lando's capes never fail to impress me. This is more of a basic cape compared to some of the other capes we've seen Lando wear in different sets. And then his blaster is also very nice. It's the regular standard blaster with a piece at the end of it. It's the only General Lando Calrissian minifigure we've gotten, at least in modern times. So a very nice minifigure, and very expensive too. Now, taking a look at the build, first we're going to look at the side build, and this side build works almost exclusively with this Rebel Ground Crew minifigure. You can take his wrench and set it on that clip. That is what that extra clip is for. By the way, the tools on that clip are very nice. It gives you extra flick fire missiles, as well as a wrench and a kind of fuel canister that you can fill up the A-Wing with. And then you can seat him here in the front. You can see there's a nice little control panel right there. It is a sticker, unfortunately not a printed piece. This is back when LEGO didn't really do printed pieces for like control panels for Star Wars things, but I do like these stickers included in this set. They all look very, very nice to me. And then this side build is actually a combination of 2 different side builds. You can detach the ladder part of the side build, and the ladder is actually supposed to go more with the A-Wing, and he can just clip it on the back and bring it somewhere else if he needs to. And I really like that modular part of the build, because you don't often find that in LEGO Star Wars sets, especially nowadays. And while this may have just been a side build to kind of jack up the piece count and help justify the $40 retail price, this side build really just amplifies my opinion of this set even more, because it's just something extra you get, and for the price, it wasn't a bad set at all, in my opinion. Now, taking a look at the A-Wing Starfighter build, first of all, you can put the ladder right there to help your A-Wing pilot get up in that cockpit. We're going to remove his blaster, and then we are going to open up that cockpit and put him right on in. It is very easy to put this A-Wing pilot in. If it wasn't easy, that would be quite the problem, but this is an updated cockpit, so there's no studs used in this cockpit, so it is kind of easy for him to fall out, but that is what this obviously cockpit piece is for, to keep him on in there, and he does stay in the seat very nice with that cockpit there. And then as you can see, we have some cannons on the side. These move around quite easily, full 180 angle or 360. I don't know what you'd call that, but it can turn around, yeah, 360. That is on both sides. Completely mirrored design, obviously. It's an A-Wing. What do you expect? There are quite a few stickers in the set, like I mentioned. These white stickers don't really match with LEGO's white pieces. They are more white than LEGO's white pieces, and this was a sealed set, so these parts aren't yellowed at all. It's just a different shade of yellow, and it's very obvious when you're looking at it, especially from this angle, and I'm not a fan of that, right? It does not look good that these stickers are a completely different color than the actual bricks. I think printed parts could have benefited this set exponentially. For these white stickers, every other sticker in this set looks fine. Even the stickers back here used for the wings don't look as bad as these. I don't know why these look so jarring and these look fine. Probably because this sticker is filling up the entirety of this piece almost. And over here you get this extra piece and that piece right there and pretty much all the white pieces around it, just to show you how out of sync these stickers are with the rest of the build. Anyway, moving away from that part of the build, you can see these stickers over here do not, take away from the build at all. In fact, I think they amplify it because they just go right on those red bricks. If we look to the back, you will find some very nice engines. Now, the engines used for the wings, I think they look decent. Nothing really crazy about those. I, in fact, really like how this looks. Something about it just feels awesome to me. Looking at the bottom here, you can see we have landing gear, which I have been using in this review thus far. But the landing gear, the front landing gear, you can put all the way in, fold it all the way in like so. And the back landing gear, you can fold down, not quite all the way, but enough if you want to swoosh this build around and play with it, especially for kids. If you set it down without the landing gear, that's what it looks like, kind of angled down that way. And then obviously if you activate the landing gear again, it is all even and there's no angled down look. So depending on what kind of look you like when displaying your A-Wing, definitely consider if you want to keep the landing gear in or out. I am definitely a person who wants to keep it in, and then you can have the ladder build right next to it, and I think that's an awesome display piece right there. And then taking a closer look inside of that cockpit, you will see there's a control panel with obviously a sticker, and this is a pretty empty cockpit. I mean, what do you expect? There's just the controls. I mean, you don't really expect anything too crazy inside of a cockpit. It's an A-Wing cockpit, nothing crazy going on with an A-Wing. But I think despite this set just being about an A-Wing, LEGO did find a way to make it more exciting because not only do they have some very nice landing gear and some play features, which I forgot to show these off, but flick fire missiles, one of them just will not go in. I had tried for like 10 minutes before recording this. It's not going in. I don't know. Something's wrong with that piece. But I think LEGO, despite working with a relatively boring ship model, they made it relatively exciting for me to build. But should you buy this LEGO Star Wars set in 2023 and soon 2024? I think yes. If you want the most refined Rebel Alliance version of the A-Wing Starfighter for a decent price, I'd say definitely pick up this set. Because if you don't mind missing out on a Lando Calrissian, you can simply sell him and basically get this set for retail price, but you're just missing one minifigure. And if you're looking to army build A-Wings, this is not a bad choice if you're looking for specifically the Rebel A-Wing version. And now if you don't care what kind of A-Wing you can get, you can go and get the Resistance A-Wing for much cheaper nowadays, but this is the most refined Rebel Alliance A-Wing we've ever gotten, and maybe the most we will get for a while. With that being said, guys, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like and comment down below what you guys think of this LEGO Star Wars set, and if you bought any while they were still on shelves, I'd definitely like to hear down below in the comments. And with that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Have an amazing day. Peace out.